Iceman is finally here, and the internet is going crazy because overnight, Drake surprised everyone by dropping not one album, not two albums, but 3 albums. I'm trying to figure out where to dive in. I just got done staying up till 5 a.m. filming a music video, so I am in recovery mode right now, but you know we had to tap in. You know we had to dive into this, and this is one where people are saying you got to break down first. You got to catch these shots. So here we go. Buckle up. It's Drake. Make them pay.
Yeah, I just wanna be free. I just wanna be free. 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 I just wanna be free. Yeah, look. Albany Marina, they done served us 100 subpoenas. I done got my shit inside arenas like Gilbert Arenas. I remember lobster ravioli up at Serafina. I was in a dream hotel before I was in a loop like a carabiner. Yeah. And shout to all the sweet teens from Wilhelmina who tell me at the white party, Drake, I love the album, man. Well, I mean, you're kinda genius. And like Dip said, they really mean it. Yeah, I need compliments cause lately it's just falling outs and disagreements. Industry is really evil. And I face the way they paint me, but it hurts just like the Philly Eagles. LA love the sound, I could play a show for 1 million people. Don't be surprised, you see the whole YMCA just like the village people. These niggas measuring their dick size in millimeters. I rack up a tab in Chanel cause I do buy everything like I'm Middle Eastern. But I realize it's gotta get a little deeper. Other than me talking about the way I'm flipping dough like Little Caesars. I'm trying to catch one of you boys stargazing in the field like little leaguers.
Okay, Drake. Drake's firing shots. Drake is not even hiding where these shots are going. But let's bring it back and break this one down. First and foremost, I love the sample cut. Like you take a female voice. I've talked about this before. When you take just a vocal and you cake that naturally into the instrumentation, it just provides a different sonic element versus a traditional instrument. And you got that here. And then you got that cold piano. And for me, I think this is where Drake shines at his best. When you get these just like slower, paced out beats where he can just let it marinate, where he can get more introspective. This is that introspective Drake that gets in his rap bag. Like Churchill Downs Drake that I like. That type of Drake in his rap bag. This is what he's bringing to the table. I think he's understood the assignment there on that side of things. But now let's talk about some of these disses and shots that he's firing.
Yeah, I just wanna be free.
Simple opening line. I just want to be free. Firing shots immediately. Where's that going? That's for UMG. That's for UMG. And there's a rumor as to why Drake dropped 3 albums. Well, I think there's 2 reasons. I think one is obviously pump up the numbers because it's a numbers game for him. And that's a way for him to get revenge in the way that he sees the board right now. You put out 3 albums and you just run the charts with those 3 albums. That's a great way to get revenge. Second reason, he wants out of his UMG contract. He wants to fulfill his obligations, be done, wipe his hands clean. We know he's suing them. We know he's had all the issues with them. He wants to be free from that. That's why he wants to be free. Immediately setting the tone.
Yeah, I just wanna be free. I just wanna be free. Free.
Gas station 24/7. Don't gas them up. I'm getting like Futurama sort of vibes with some of the cartoon graphics.
I just wanna be free. Yeah, look. Albany Marina, they done served us 100 subpoenas. I done got my shit.
Ghostbusters reference right there. Is that a little like breaking the fourth wall with like ghostwriting allegations and playing off of that, or even just like being haunted? Or is that even like supposed to be like the boogeyman coming for him and it just bounces off him? It doesn't get to him.
Shit inside arenas like Gilbert Arenas. I remember lobster ravioli up at Serafina. I was in a dream hotel.
Sorry, as a DC, I forgot the Gilbert Arenas bar. We got to break down the Gilbert Arenas bar. Is my I took that to the music video shoot with me. I didn't hang back up my Bullets jersey. Shout out to Chris Webber. But also, shout out to the hometown team. Shout out to Gilbert Arenas. Sneaking arms into the locker room. Come on now, that's a bar.
Marina, they done served us 100 subpoenas. I done got my shit inside arenas like Gilbert Arenas. I remember lobster ravioli up at Serafina. I was in a dream hotel before I was in a loop like a carabiner.
in the loop, a carabiner loop, versus like being in the loop with everything and making it within the industry.
Yeah. And shout to all the sweet
Little Canadian flag and ice there.
teens from Wilhelmina.
Iceman references and layers.
Who tell me at the white party, Drake, I love the album, man. Well, I mean, you're kind of genius. And like Dip
The ice melting right there in the background, like his big promo and rollout plan.
said, they really mean it. Yeah, I need compliments, cuz lately it's just falling outs and disagreements. Industry is really evil. And I face the way they paint me, but it hurts just like the Philly Eagles.
Face the way that they paint me. The narratives that they paint. I face it. Versus face painting like you're getting ready for a football game. Football game ties in with the Philly Eagles because it hurts. Jalen Hurts, QB1 for the Philly Eagles. And he also comes under a lot of scrutiny, a lot of media fire. So I wonder if there's a little bit of another layered reference there versus it hurting Drake.
Evil. And I face the way they paint me, but it hurts just like the Philly Eagles. LA love the sound, I could play a show for $1 million.
You know what? I forgot these other bars as well. Man, because I'm trying to do graphics and listen to the bars at the same time. But I like that Drake is in the rap bag.
And shout to all the sweet teens from Wilhelmina who tell me at the white party, Drake, I love the album, man. Well, I mean, you're kind of genius. And like Dip said, they really mean it.
Like Dipset, they really mean it. Little Dipset homage right there and nod Dipset's track. I really mean it.
Yeah, I need compliments, cuz lately it's just falling outs and disagreements. Industry is really evil. And I face the way they paint me, but it hurts just like the Philly Eagles. LA love the sound, I could play a show for $1 million people. Don't be surprised, you see the whole YMCA just like the village people.
I do like that line. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. Shout out to the village people, right? The YMs in CA. Young Money in CA, California. That's set up by the Los Angeles bar before that. Who calls Los Angeles home? Kendrick Lamar. What's Drake doing here? I mean, it's not even sneak dissing because we know who he's talking about. We know what the flex is. I can come to the West Coast. I can come to your city. I still got fans. I'll still put on a show for $1 million and they'll come out and support me because I will still do numbers.
It's just like the Philly Eagles. LA love the sound, I could play a show for $1 million people. Don't be surprised, you see the whole YMCA just like the village people. These niggas measuring their dick size in millimeters.
And I feel like since that's off of the back of the LA bars, the CA bars, measuring your dick in millimeters, another small joke against Kendrick Lamar, you have a small penis and small dick energy.
I rack up a tab in Chanel cause I do buy everything like I'm Middle Eastern. But I realize
Plotting on Drake, I wonder if that's a nod as well to the shooting that happened outside of his crib. And then before that, you had the Dubai Middle Eastern lines. Dubai in the Middle East versus D-O space B-U-Y. I do buy it.
it's gotta get a little deeper other than me
And he shoots himself.
talking about the way I'm flipping dough like Lil.
So they look at him with envy, but they end up self-destructing. And then like this little boogeyman, Ghostbuster creature hops out, tries to get him, bounces off of Drake as well.
It's gotta get a little deeper other than me talking about the way I'm flipping dough like Little Caesars. I'm trying to
Flipping dough, pizza bar versus obviously making money.
catch one of you boys stargazing in the field like little leaguers.
Another bar.
Yeah, and ain't no passes for you crip walking, all of that diss talking, kiddo beat it. I'm supposed to be my brother's keeper, so don't make us hit another buzzer beater. And don't be suddenly eager to hit me up and have no discussions either. Now you gotta plan a meeting with me just like the Russian leader and shake my fucking hand in front of other people. Yeah, fuck the chatter. Since 2009 as I climb the ladder, they envy me like Nevada, but it never mattered. My niggas run the phone soon as you check into prison. Your niggas run and talk the hoe for a second opinion. Me, I stood 10 T's and accepted the mission. Cause I much rather death than submission. How can you press the ignition and let some memories of the past affect your decision?
Hi, J. Cole catching it.
I love you cause of the history, but if we being real, I can never forget you. And you never called me back, but destiny's written. For real. Fuck a big three anyway, there was too many chefs in the kitchen. It was a mess to begin with. Yeah. And now they got a new goal and we gotta test the position. Damn, who is this guy for real? I guess a magician. 100 million streams vanished, no one got questions for niggas. Well, maybe I'm best as the villain, Cause I got real numbers on niggas who said they got billions. I got all the chains that they ever repped in Virginia. I got niggas prized possessions, I get possessive on niggas. I impress in everything, I'll get impressive on niggas. I got problems with people who I would've never dreamed. And that's dragging people in who don't wanna get in between. Dog, I was Aiden Ross with streams before Aiden Ross had ever streamed. And Cali, you know what I mean. The beef was fully live, you went halal and got on your deen. And your people are still waiting for a free Palestine. But apparently everything is in black and white and red and green. Woo! I'm seeing everyone's true colors for real, I'm sensing a theme. I'm greater than everybody like some shredded cheese. I was in Hazleton at the one before I was in a loop like a set.
You know what the hard part 6? And I talked about the energy from Drake and just it seeming like he was getting drained from the battle. He was kind of lacking that delivery. Well, this is that laid back Drake tone, but this is how you have that laid back, almost like devil may care delivery, making it look easy, like sliding on it, but there's still an edge. There's still a polish to it, right? This type of energy and this type of writing, this is what I felt like Drake needed for the hard part 6, right? In order to really try to still swing things back around his way.
Apparently everything is in black and white and red and green. I'm seeing everyone's true colors for real, I'm sensing a theme. I'm greater than everybody like some shredded cheese. I was in Hazleton at the one before I was in a loop like a set of keys.
Okay.
Shout out to Cherokee D.
He repeated loop bars there. He had the loop carabiner, now loop set of keys being in the loop again.
I was in a loop like a set of keys. Shout out to Cherokee D and Sky Black, cause they was at my birthday when I was searching big booty ebonies. Jeez, now the penthouse in Bahamas is right next to Jordan like I'm Lebanese. And apparently niggas' souls is for sale like the 7 Seas. I gave you everything you ever need, but let me find out that Amex the only ones that credit me for making y'all everything you could never be. Ooh. My sixth sense is kicking in, cause all I hear is people that are dead to me. And that's why I'm turning on my rare receipts to let you know that everything that's said to me will forever be stored in my memory. I'm better off independent, they should let them lead. Cause I just wanna be free.
Yeah, there it is. I'm better off independent. I just wanna be free. There it is, bringing the UMG disc back around full circle. Wow, Khaled caught it, right? J. Cole caught it. Kendrick caught it. There were a number of disses on this from Drake. I mean, look at the title, Make Them Pay. The man wants revenge. Man wants round 2 after this track.
I just wanna be free.
All right, let's break down the shots.
Memories of the past affect your decision. Second to be eager to hit me up and have no discussions either. Now you got a plan to meeting with me, just hit another buzzer beater.
I gotta keep going, sorry.
Feel like little leaguers.
There it is.
And ain't no passes for you crip walking, all of that diss talking, kiddo beat it. I'm supposed to.
Ain't no passing for all that crip walking. Again, West Coast, the Crips, Kendrick Lamar. There's layers there. I wonder if there's a little bit of a Serena Williams diss as well. Like, come on, kid. Let's beat it. I saw you crip walking at the Super Bowl. What you think you're doing? And then, obviously, Michael Jackson. Beat it. I saw the album cover, the glove, the Michael glove. We know Drake going for Michael's record. There's a little bit of a nod to that as well. You had that in first-person shooter with J. Cole, too. But then you think about also Michael Jackson's video, because we just did a breakdown of Beat It, right? Bringing together the Bloods and the Crips. Beat it, get out of here, versus the Crip lines leaning into the Beat It. Some tight writing on this.
And ain't no passes for you crip walking, all of that diss talking, kiddo beat it. I'm supposed to be my brother's keeper, so don't make us hit another buzzer beater. And don't be suddenly eager to hit me up and have no
brother's keeper, buzzer beater. Nice multi-rhyme there.
Discussions either. Now you got a plan to meeting with me just like the Russian leader and shake my fucking hand in front of other people. Yeah, fuck the chatter. Since 2009, as I climb the ladder, they envy.
Putin bars as well. Listen, you may consider me the enemy, you may hate me, but you gonna respect my power. You gonna respect my place in the world.
Yeah, fuck the chatter. Since 2009, as I climb the ladder, they.
I feel like that's kind of what you need from Drake on this. You need Drake to like just go, all right, you want to paint me as a villain? Well, let me fully lean into the villain era then.
Envy me like Nevada, but it never mattered.
Envy me like Nevada. I've heard envy me bars before, but obviously Nevada, the postcode, right? NV, Nevada versus envy, being jealous of him.
Niggas run the phone soon as you check into prison. Your niggas run and talk the whole for a second opinion.
This is where we start setting up the J. Cole lines. Before that, like checking into prison like it's a hotel. Hey, everybody checks in.
Phone soon as you check into prison.
Better get that burner phone.
Your niggas run and talk the whole for a second opinion. Me, I stood 10 T's and accepted the mission.
You run and talk to Hove. That's for Cole. That's for Cole. Cole talking about, you know, going to Hove, looking for advice on how to deal with the Kendrick and Drake situation. You know where that's for.
Talk the whole for a second opinion. Me, I stood 10 T's and accepted the mission.
10 T's? There's a little bit of like a Pusha T thing in there too, but 10 T's is in 10 toes down. I accepted the mission. And this is where he gives his true feelings on J. Cole. This is where he truly lays it out.
The whole for a second opinion. Me, I stood 10 T's and accepted the mission. Cause I much rather death than submission. How can you press the ignition and let some memories of the past affect your decision? I love you cause of it.
I would rather face death. I would rather die than do what you did, essentially. He is letting us all know, you pressed ignition. You started this, Cole. This was on you. And then because of memories of the past, you backed out of this. But guess what? I stayed in the battle. I took all the consequences that came while you walked away and didn't have to deal with the same consequences as me. At least I accepted the mission. At least I stayed true to that. And I carried on.
The ignition and let some memories of the past affect your decision. I love you cause of the history, but if we being real, I can never forget you.
Wow. Drake on Petty time, right? I love you from the history, everything that we've had, but you are not forgiven. And it's not forgotten. He's put a bow on it. He's let us know the J. Cole situation from his side of the fence, the way that he sees things, right there.
I love you cause of the history, but if we being real, I can never forget you. And you never called me back, but destiny's written. For real. Fuck a big three.
You never called me back. You never followed up with me, right? And that kind of corroborates rumors and talking heads going, well, you know, Drake and J. Cole haven't really talked, and even Cole in his interview said, yeah, I don't talk to them much. I don't know where they lie on things. Well, guess what? We don't have to speculate. Now we know exactly where Drake lies on things.
Back, but destiny's written. For real. Fuck a big three anyway. There was too many chefs in the kitchen.
Isn't it ironic that one of the things that started this whole beef, Kendrick going fuck the big three? Well, guess what? Drake is now turning around going fuck the big three from a different perspective too.
Real. Fuck a big three anyway. There was too many chefs in the kitchen. It was a mess to begin with. Yeah.
It was a mess. It was messy. All the drama, all the complexities versus chefs. You have too many chefs making a mess. The literal flip off of that and the idiom saying having chefs in the kitchen.
Anyway, there was too many chefs in the kitchen. It was a mess to begin with. Yeah. And now they got a new gold and we gotta test the position. Damn, who is this guy for real? I guess a magician.
Again, back to Kendrick. Deal with Cole, but he comes back to Kendrick. The new GOAT. He's talking about Kendrick there. We gotta test him. We have to test his place as the king now.
Gold and we gotta test the position.
Round two. Round two.
Damn, who is this guy for real? I guess a magician. 100 million streams vanished. No one got questions for niggas.
And you know he's talking about Kendrick because then he leads into the streaming allegations. And the whole OVO side saying that Kendrick was botting over Not Like Us. All those accusations, which by the way, I still have not seen objective proof. Right? Let's call a spade on this. But Drake is obviously weaponizing and going to lean into that angle with his fan base and from his side of things when it comes to Not Like Us, because this was a part of the lawsuit that got dismissed, by the way, but it was still a part of the lawsuit and his team's allegations against Kendrick, against UMG, and all of this.
For real, I guess a magician. 100 million streams vanished. No one got questions for niggas. Well, maybe I'm best as the villain, cause I got real numbers on niggas who said they got billions.
I think that's what you have to do. I think that's your only play, really. Go be the villain now. Go be the heel.
Got all the chains that they ever repped in Virginia. I got niggas' prized possessions. I get possessive on niggas. I am
all the chains that they repped in Virginia. Then Pharrell starts getting it right here, right? Drake at auction, buying Pharrell's chains, and getting upset with Pharrell, saying that he melted down the chains. I mean, you even had this tie back in with the Kendrick and Drake beef, and saying that Kendrick is going to inherit the beef from Pharrell, right? Who, ironically, Drake inherited the beef on the sake of Lil Wayne, on the sake of Cash Money Records. And those original fallouts between Pharrell, between Birdman, and Cash Money, and funny how it's trickled down. And it's fallen to Drake, and then it's fallen to Kendrick. But here it comes back to Kendrick. Here it comes back to Pharrell and Drake again, trolling, firing shots. He knows it. Like, even though he's not directly mentioning names, it's not hard to connect these dots. There's no speculation, right? He's writing this in a very concrete way, so you know where he's targeting. You know where it's going.
The day ever repped in Virginia, I got niggas prized possessions. I get possessive on niggas. I impressing everything. I'll get impressive on niggas. I got
impress everything. I'll get impressive. He's pressing you. Nice little flip on pressing as well versus Drake in the press and putting pressure on.
Problems with people who I would have never dreamed, and that's dragging people in who don't want to get in between. Dog, I was Aiden Ross with streams before Aiden Ross had ever streamed. And Cali, you know,
Little Goblin Aiden Ross gets a shout out there.
Know what I mean? The beef was fully live. You went halal and got on your dean.
Khaled, you know what I mean? This is an angle right here. Like this bar, ooh, the bar that's about to come on the Palestinian flag. Ooh.
And Cali, you know what I mean? The beef was fully live. You went halal and got on your dean.
You went halal. The beef was alive, right? You didn't want to get involved. It was too messy. You had to go under halal, right? Following your religion. I love how he leans into that and flips it versus the beef between Drake and Kendrick. Like you didn't mess. You didn't get involved. But guess what? There's still consequences now. There's still repercussions for you not choosing a side. And then he takes that and elevates it further because he's like, look, you didn't choose a side here. Well, here's a real situation. You talk about your ancestry. You talk about your parents. Where's the statement on Palestine? Where's this statement on your lineage? Where's sticking up for your people?
And your people are still waiting for a free Palestine. But apparently everything is in black and white and red and green.
Everything is in black and white and red and green. The Palestine flag, right? And then leaning into Dean, leaning into your faith. But again, where is it? Are you code switching? Are you changing up? Because you know it could affect your bottom line.
A free Palestine.
Right, red and green. Like green, seeing the money, what's in the red in terms of what you're earning versus seeing things as black and white, one-sided, and then flipping into the Palestine flag. That's a nice setup in battle rapper style bar right there.
But apparently everything is in black and white and red and green. I'm seeing everyone's true colors for real. I'm sensing a thing.
And then I love how he leans off of those color in that color scheme into I'm seeing everyone's true colors. Again, there's some really nice writing leading into a punchline, setting up that punchline, and then the word choice coming out of it, leaning off of that, moving on to the next topic.
I'm greater than everybody like some shredded cheese. I was
grading shredded cheese versus being greater than.
in Hazleton at the one before I was in a loop like a set of keys. Shout out to Cherokee D and Sky Black, cause they was at my birthday when I was searching big booty ebonies. Gee.
Gotta be strippers. Drake loves his strippers.
Not a penthouse in Bahamas is right next to Jordan like I'm Lebanese. And
Lebanon next to Jordan versus my crib in the Bahamas is next to Michael Jordan.
Apparently niggas' souls is for sale like the 7 Seas. I gave you
selling your soul versus being setting sail on the 7 Seas.
Everything, yeah.
And again, that leans off of the Bahama lines as well.
And apparently niggas' souls is for sale like the 7 Seas. I gave you everything you ever need. But let me find out that Amex the only ones that credit me for making y'all everything you could never be.
And that's where it gets more generalized. All the people that turned this into a 20v1, all the people that I gave the Drake stimulus package to, that I worked with, that I helped out, I see you as well. I see you as well with the credit. Right? A credit card company is the only one giving me credit, but you better start giving me credit as well. There's low-key, subtle disses as well going on. It's just Drake versus everybody at this point. That's the vibe that I get from this track.
My sixth sense is kicking in, because all I hear is people that are dead to me.
I see dead people. Right? Haley Joel Osment from The Sixth Sense, the famous lines, but all these people are dead to me. My sixth sense, I must have had intuition with this.
My sixth sense is kicking in, cause all I hear is people that are dead to me. And that's why I'm turning on my rare receipts to let you know that everything that's said to me will forever be stored in my memory. I'm better off independent, they should let them lead. Cause I just wanna be free.
It's a really interesting one because even though there's a lot of shots fired, I still feel like Drake is really only playing a two-man game here, right? It's still 1v1. There's still one main opponent that he's got because it's the only opponent who could or couldn't respond. Because let's face it, J. Cole has already made his position clear. I doubt he really responds to this, right? You talk about Khaled, he's already made his position clear by not responding, not saying anything. I doubt he responds to this. Pharrell has already said, he just makes peace and he's just doing his own thing in his own lane, creative-wise, so he's not going to respond. So there's one person who has shown he has no problem responding. He has no problem firing shots back. This is a very long-standing beef. You got to remember, this didn't just happen over the course of a night, and all of a sudden we got these diss tracks dropping left and right. Like, this has been cooking up for a decade plus, this hatred, this animosity. So the ball truly is back in Kendrick's court. We'll see how he responds to this. We'll see what he does. And obviously, there's going to be criticism going, well, why is Drake bringing up the beef now? Why is he doing this? Because again, you got to remember, this isn't just a simple battle. This isn't just like respecting the rules of battle rap, right? Especially look at what Kendrick said about Drake, what Drake said about Kendrick. Like, this is a feud. This is a long-standing beef, right? These are two dudes that truly hate each other, that truly have animosity for one another. So it's not going to end anytime soon. And obviously, this is the first huge album that Drake has dropped on his own post-beef. So there's going to be a lot of people tuning in going, well, what is Drake's thoughts coming out of the beef? What is his position? And him being an MC, he's going to do what he does. He's going to talk about it. He's going to flip things from his perspective. So I would expect this from Drake. And the people complain about it. Well, this is why you're tuning in too, because you want to see what he has to say about the situation. But I'll tell you what, man, like from a technical writing perspective, because that's what I'm here for, the breakdowns, I can't fault this one in terms of the writing. There's some really good bars. There's some good layers. I like this bag from Drake. I like this style of rapping. If the rest of the album is packed like this, if this is what we're getting from Drake, this is the response that he's needed. But we'll see what comes from this. Drake, you're Knox Hill certified. Hope you guys like today's video. Listen, if you're here at the end, obviously enjoy the content. Do me a huge favor, support the channel directly, subscribe, notifications on. It all helps. It all goes a long way. Also, you in the comment section, settle down. Take a breath, right? Don't start arguing with each other. Don't start fighting. Social media is so polarized. Please try not to bring that polarization over to the comment section. Let's listen to music. Let's break it down. Let's give our opinions. Let's let other people have their own opinions. Let's keep it moving because that's what we're here for. All right. I love hip hop. All right, everybody. Stay safe, stay positive. Take care of this, take care of this. I'll catch you again.